Hi guys, my name is the Caffeinated Magician, otherwise known as Crazy Joe 116 on Instagram. Little plug. And you're probably wondering what my name is that people normally go by, other than from calling me off of YouTube, and it's Jr. But really, my birth name is Joseph Raphael. See, when the doctor asked my mom what she wanted to name me, she thought of the most embarrassing name that she can go by. So she decided to take both of my grandfather's names and put them together as one name. And hopefully that would humiliate me in front of public school for the rest of my life. No, I'm just kidding. I love my mom, but apparently, with the whole thing, she named two of my grandfathers from her side and put them together. Didn't even consider my dad's, because apparently he had no name, no say in the matter, which is really how all good relationships work, right, ladies? Just saying. Probably gonna get kicked out of the man club for that one. Actually, no, I already am, so too bad. I mean, whatever. But I have that, see, my mom's Asian, right? So that's where I get my looks from. Anyways, and when I get my dad's physique. Been working on this bad boy for quite a while. A lot of hot dogs and pizza and hamburgers and all that good food. Bacon, especially, right? Bacon. Oh, I love bacon. Music to my ears. And speaking of music to my ears, I have that look since I'm Asian that I work at every Oriental store that I go to. So I pretty much have all the time, white people especially that haven't been to an Asian market before go up to me and be like, yeah, how much is this? And it's Spam. It's an Asian delicacy. I mean, it is so good. They call it the poor man's meat, but it is delicious and it's so popular in, Oriental countries. But they'll be like, yeah, how much is this? And I'm like, yeah, that's $25 for a Spam. It's small can. It's supply and demand, buddy. Deal with it. Of course, I'm not that mean, but I can be because it's an Oriental store. So, my dad's side though, I do tend to get not only his very manly physique, but also there's when I grew up, and especially once I got to high school. All right, my dad kind of has a attention deficit disorder, which I think we all do to a certain degree. But everybody has selective ADD. It's like, oh, I didn't hear you. Oh, sorry, I got distracted by something I was more interested in. But I especially dealt with that going into seventh and 8th grade, and then into high school. And my dad suffered from the same thing. Which, why do they call it special classes? I mean, even when the really special kids, like the special kids, knew that it was a way to make it sound like a good thing, but it wasn't. They were sitting there, okay, I know what you mean by special. I mean that you're basically calling me stupid. And it's like, dude, they were even smart enough to know. It's an insult to mankind, it really is, but especially to my fellow brothers and sisters that have attention deficit disorder or worse. And, but, aside from that, another thing that I get from my dad is I start to notice traits that I get from him the older that I get. Like, for example, when we went on a recent vacation, and halfway through the trip, we decided to stop because my mom couldn't handle the 11-hour straight drive from Illinois back to South Carolina. And so if you're a stalker, now you know where I live and how to reach me. And I don't get it. I mean, she could have just, she could have stayed up. I mean, it's not that long of a drive. Usually when I go on a drive with her, I sleep the whole way, and by the time I wake up, I'm there, So I don't know, let's see what the big deal is. But yeah, back to the story. So, we stop halfway and we get to this old lady's house. That very clean lady, but the couches are like from the 1960s. So when I try to go to bed that night, well, before I have a cup of coffee, because I have to, caffeinated, gotta stay caffeinated. Uh, but that's not why I couldn't sleep. Well, maybe it was part of it, but the other reason is because I had 5 energy drinks the night before. No, I'm kidding, I didn't. But the real reason is I was sleeping on the couch. The couch that I was trying to fall asleep on, literally had bed bugs leaping up like on my phone. It was just disgusting thinking about it. So I couldn't, I had to stay up. I was so itchy, and because of the couch was old, and so I was up the whole night. And the only thing that they had that I felt comfortable drinking and eating was water, because it was, it was unopened. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, this lady, she's nice. She's offering, free snacks and stuff, but like, like the butter, the butter in the fridge, which is nice, nice offer. But it was like 1/7 of it was gone. Like there was like an eighth of a portion left, and it was all melted, and the knife was right there. I'm like, no, I'll just drink the water all night long. This will have to satisfy. And then there were some pretzels, so I snacked on that. So pretty much she was out of pretzels by the next day. But the following morning, my mom gets up. We go on the rest of her trip, and we decide to go to the restaurant. Before we actually continue on a trip to our final destination. We make a pit stop at the restaurant. About 5 minutes into our drive, and then we were gonna resume our trip. But because of this whole COVID-19 thing, they, instead of giving us small plastic mugs, I ordered the coffee, and she put it in this huge styrofoam cup. So I'm trying to get, hopefully I'm gonna get some sleep on it. Well, that didn't happen, and you know why now. So I'm here drinking this coffee, and to top it all off, you know how when you order, especially like a drink at a restaurant, and they tend to, give you refills that you don't need. So I end up having like 2 strong cups of coffee, this big, and then I get on the road, and then we have water to top it all off. So I'm drinking this water, and now I get my father, because every time we would go on a trip with my friend to go fishing, we would get on the lake just before everybody used the bathroom. 10 minutes in, he's like, I gotta go back, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I get it now. It's because he's drinking too much water and coffee. Because we get on the road, we finally get to our destination, to Illinois, and I must have went to the bathroom at least 17 times. Okay, maybe like 7 times. But it turned from a 5-hour trip to like a 12-hour trip, which is an hour longer than it takes if we took a straight ride. I mean, we literally we were better off. We just took the whole ride there. I mean, my mom, she kind of just took a nap, while she was driving, and I mean, she's a good driver. She probably would have made it safe again. We just put the bad boy on cruise control, and we're good to go. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I'm getting better and made you laugh at least a little bit, and I will see you guys in the next video.